Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WB Black and AMD Ryzen. This time around, it's going to be your boy Aggressive, joined by Quain on the casters test this time around, as we are going to be presenting you these intense matchups for today. So let's head on down over to today's matches and see which teams are going to be playing, because honestly speaking, match number 1, it's going to be a real treat, Quain. It's going to be ENIGMA versus ROG Academy. I'm pumped to cast this with you. How about you?
Honestly, just like you said, I'm really pumped for this because we've seen ENIGMA Gaming on the field. A lot of times we know how they can play. And at the same time, ROG Academy is like those up-and-coming players that we would love to see on the field as well. On top of that, the ROG Academy has a lot of seasoned players from with a lot of background, because from the ROG Academy, if I'm not wrong, I think it is Kalauda and Rio who've had a lot of experience with Reckoning Esports. So again, really looking forward to this. At the same time, the second match for the day is going to be True Rippers versus the Esports team. Now, the Esports team we have seen has been a little iffy the last time we saw them, but let's just see if True Rippers is going to be a decent matchup for the Esports team. So yeah, all in all, very hyped to cast this with you, Aggressive.
Honestly, I am very much excited for this. But at the same time, let's head on down over to the group standings to see a little bit more about what exactly we can expect coming out from these teams and who is at the brink of defeat and who needs to be the one to come out on top in their engagements. And now this time around, you can already see ENIGMA. They have 6 points on the board, not even a single loss coming on down from their side. And ROG Academy, they're in the red. It's either go big or go home for them, because if they don't get any points here, they're going to be in a world of hurt, because at that stage, they're stuck down here in the red. You need to go back down to the qualifiers of Season 2, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's already live, and you can make sure to go and register with the links down in the description below. But moving on down forward from that, ROG Academy, they need to go big here. If they want to try and fight for the number 4 spot or even the number 5 spot, they need to take this 2-0, or at the bare minimum, take 1 map away from the side of ENIGMA to have a fighting chance to keep themselves in the running moving on down forward. So here, ENIGMA, they have all of the advantages. They have a massive cushion, and even if they lose out here, they'll still retain their number 2 spot. But considering ENIGMA and their caliber, I'm very sure that they're going to be ready for it, no matter.
Exactly, and this standings is exactly what we were expecting to see from the Gauntlet. At the same time, like you said, the ROG Academy is going to be in the red zone, and if they do manage to bring it back home, they will get that 1 point that they need to go all the way up to the 4th, 5th position for that matter. But then again, we are going to be seeing who is going to be coming out on top in the True Rippers versus the Esports team. So it's going to all come down to whether ROG Academy is going to be winning this matchup or not. And if they do, they're going to be securing their position on the 5th slot on the leaderboard. If that happens, they're going to be able to breathe a sigh of relief. And it's going to be really nice to see them go along with that little bit of confidence in the future matchups. So yeah, looking forward to it. And anyway, we've talked a lot about the group standings. We are going to be moving in the map veto to see exactly what we are going to be casting today. A really interesting choice coming in from both sides, as we're going to be seeing Bind for map 1, Ascent being picked for map 2, and Aggressive, it's going to be Breeze for the decider. How excited are you? Because if this goes into the 3rd map, it is going to be Breeze.
Breeze is going to be one of those things that we can't really always be ready to cast, because primarily that map is still very new. A lot of different strategies are going to be going on through, and it's one of the maps where ENIGMA, they're going to feel at home. We know for a fact that they're one of those people that always come on through with completely wacky new strategies and new agent lineups that we can't even expect. So Breeze, it's going to be a treat to cast if the side of ROG are able to take them there. But at the same time, looking down onto map number 1, a pickup of Bind in particular from the side of ENIGMA, that's a little bit of a question mark for me in my eyes, because Bind is a map where it's all about raw aggression, less about control. And we have seen ENIGMA struggle a little bit more when it comes down to this map in particular. They are very potent when it comes down to their individual skill and prowess, of course. But at the same time, they're a team that plays based upon control. The more map control that they can pressure, that they can use as pressure against the side of their opponents, the more potency that they have on this entire matchup. And on the map of Bind, it's not based upon map control. It's always about those scrappy 1v1 duels going on through left, right, here and there. And it's all about the execution of your strategy. So I'm really hoping to see what kind of strategies the ENIGMA are going to be pulling down to the table, because ROG, they also have the exact same playstyle as the side of ENIGMA. So here is where the side of ROG need to probably make a change, play a lot more aggressive, play a lot more execution heavy to get that 1-up edge against the side of ENIGMA, because we know for a fact that when it comes down to the strategies from their side, it's just going to be completely different. Enigma, they have the advantage as they have the better, they have more experience, sorry, when it comes down to playing this control-based meta.
True. I wouldn't disagree with you at all because the map of Bind is going to be really, really aggressive, so to speak, because you can't really hold back. You got to take executes really fast. You got to move into sight, take control, smoke it off, just block out vision, and then just hold control and hold this proper positioning to take the best advantage out of the map. And Enigma, since it is being picked by Enigma Gaming, I am just hoping that they have gone in for a lot of practice. I'm pretty sure they've learned those lineups. They've practice as much as they can as a team. And if you can pull off a really good team gameplay on the map of Bind, it is going to be really strong for you. So I feel like they just went off for one of their, not one of their best maps, but one of the maps that they have practiced a lot on and they're feeling confident on today. So once they start off with Bind, however, they're going to be starting off on the attacker side. And it is kind of a defender side of map, but every time I've said that, the attacker somehow surprised me with beautiful smokes, beautiful executes, and beautiful takes. So if Enigma Gaming is going to be showing that, which I've seen them do before, Bind is going to be a really good map for them. And I feel like that map is going to be taken by Enigma Gaming. And on top of that, the second map picked by ROG Academy is kind of a blow for ROG Academy themselves. Because Ascent is a map that Enigma Gaming is really, really good on. They've got a lot of experience, like you said. They've worked through the map. They know what they have to do. God Vexy knows those lineups. You can put a shock dart from B lobby, from A lobby, all the way into arches over there. Nobody can expect that coming. So they know their lineups. They know their stuff on the map of Ascent. And they've got Ghost on their side to go in and get those frags. Badman to hold the sights down. And Hika and Easy just going ham on the map. At the same time, I haven't seen RG Academy play before, so I'm really interested to see what they're going to be bringing onto the table and how they're going to be putting the fight up against Enigma Gaming on these two maps, in which I've seen Enigma Gaming dominating a lot before. So honestly, I honestly just want to get right into the map right now.
That is for sure. And honestly, Enigma, they're going to be bringing their A game down to the table. But at the same time, I'm really interested to see what kind of agent lineups we're going to be seeing from both teams. Because you know for a fact, point that I always talk about how good Sky is in the current meta because of all of her recent buffs. Yes, she got nerfed in the sense that she only has 2 flashes instead of 3. But now that her flashes regenerate, and also you can pop the flash mid-air and not have to put your gun away for the pop animation completely, basically means that, hey, now you can use those flashes as pop flashes so you can swing down the corner yourself and take a lot of these enemies by surprise. And we know for a fact that God Vexy, he loves to play that aggressive peak play style, and using that Sky in his arsenal, not only can he set up the team, but can also play a lot more simpler for himself, so he can take a lot of those different executions and those different types of peaks that he loves to take. But here is where I'm really going to put a little bit of question mark towards the side of ROG Academy. The fact that you're taking a lot of these different engagements against the side of Enigma on the map of Ascent, how confident are you in your own strategies, and what kind of changes have you made to try and bring you that level of edge? Because we know for a fact that when it comes down to pure raw utility usage, almost no one can beat the side of Enigma, primarily because of their team play and coordination. So everything really rides upon map number 1. If the side of RG are able to take away the home map away from the side of Enigma, they have a fighting chance on map number 2. Otherwise, things could go horribly wrong for them.
Honestly, if they lose the confidence and the match on the first map, they might just snowball their way down. And the second map is going to be a real confidence breaker for them, because Ascent is a really strong map for Enigma Gaming just because of the raw experience in the teamwork and the coordination that they've got going on. But at the same time, I want to talk about RG Academy right now. Rio and Clouda, they have a lot of experience together, so you know that they're going to be communicating well. Not really sure about the rest of the team because I haven't seen them play so far, but Rio and Clouda have been together for a long time in Reckoning Esports. So it is going to be really fun to see these ex-Reckoning Esports come onto the table in the form of RG Academy and bring the fight to Enigma Gaming. So I'm really excited for this, but at the same time, there's also hopes in Trance. Trance being a slightly newer player, not really sure of his abilities, so we're just going to be seeing what he's going to be putting out for the team right now. Let's see how much of a team player is, because we don't really know who is going to be the star fragger, the duelist of the entire team. And if Trance is going to be that, it's going to be a really fun match to watch. But at the same time, Enigma Gaming being the experienced gods they are, it is going to be really, really fun to watch, because when they're taking a site, they know exactly what angles to hold, and nobody's double peeking a site. They're all doing their individual work and contributing to the team. Like Godvix, gets the information, and the rest of the team are holding the proper angles, just getting the frags, holding the executes down, and just holding the site down and smoking it off, just waiting for them to come out, waiting for the opponents to come in, and just in honestly just destroying them. Now, if RG Academy can put up a good fight to Enigma Gaming, I'm just gonna tip my hat to them. I'm just gonna go like kudos. I really want to shake their hands.
That is for sure. Honestly, as I just said, in map number one, it's always the thing that we talk about as casters. We put so much emphasis down onto map number one that we don't really even consider the second map or the third map, primarily because the map number one carries so much momentum. Even in sports, whenever we consider something like volleyball, for example, that first set always matters the most because as soon as you take that, you have the momentum, you can ride that momentum down onto your second map as well. And in that sense, you can always take a lot of these different engagements properly. When you have that mental in the game of Valorant, you're always going to be the one to ride out on top. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though there are going to be a couple of technical difficulties coming on down from the players. So we should be going into the BRB screen as we set everything up. But don't go anywhere. Make sure to grab your popcorn and also to hit the like and subscribe button down below as we're going to be back with you real shortly with the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WB Black and AMD Ryzen.
Oh, wait. How little bit more of a rundown, Abrasive, as to what we're going to be seeing here. Although we've talked about this a lot, I still have high hopes for Breeze because see, you've gotten the chance to cast Breeze, Abrasive. It's just going to be super, super fun for me to see Breeze come onto my screen for the first time because I have no idea what these pro teams can do on that map. Because Breeze is one of those maps that I've been dying to cast because it's a way wider map, a much bigger map, and it's just based on long range fights. I honestly, everyone would prefer to pick up a Marshall on an eco run instead of a Vandal. Although that Vandal has its accuracy, that Marshall can be really, really crucial if you know how to use it. And at the same time, you need to block out proper vision. And considering how huge mid is, Viper is a really important selection for the side of Breeze. So honestly, I just want to see what strats are going to be coming out on the map of Breeze. And if that does come into play, we are going to be in for a really, really good time. But at the same time, Ascent, like I said before, a map that Enigma Gaming is really, really good on just because of their executes, their takes. And it is very similar to Bind, not going to lie. In Bind, yes, it is not that much of a control-based map, but you can still take a little bit control. But Ascent is those explosive plays map. Once you get sight control and you just push in a site and you just smoke it off and you just get control, you wait for people to come in, you get as much information as you can, you just use your darts, you use your drones to find out wherever the people are, wherever the attackers are, take site control. And at the same time, on the attacker's side, you do the same thing. You hold the site down as aggressive as you can, but if a push is going to be coming in, since it's such an explosive map, you have to fall back. You have to understand that you cannot take solo fights unless you're using proper smokes. And if that doesn't come into play, you have to fall back and play with your team. A lot of teams don't do that, but Enigma Gaming does it really well. I'm hoping that ROG Gaming is going to be showing the same prowess, and if they are, this is going to be really, really fun to watch, Abrasive.
That is for sure. And sorry about that small miss call coming down from me. Apparently from the production team, we should be back real soon, so we are not going to be heading on down into BRB. And to try and put a little bit more emphasis in the words that Quaint was saying previously for the map of Breeze, let's just talk a little bit more about what we can expect coming on down from the side of the weaponry. Because you do need to consider something, ladies and gentlemen, that a lot of the different weapons down here now are a lot more stronger and a lot more better, primarily because of the price point being changed. Now with the Guardian being 2,250 credits instead of being the previous 2,400 credits, sorry, it's just way better in comparison now. To have that price to performance ratio to be this big, especially when you consider the size of Breeze, it's always so much more simpler to get those one taps when you have that raw aiming potential that a lot of these players have. That you can always pick up that weapon, get so much value, switch your gun out for a Vandal for a lot more of these close-range engagements that doesn't really happen as often because Breeze being a map where it's all about the long ranges, the operator, and of course the Guardian just completely shuts everything down whenever you play their cards properly. And also, I'm kind of thinking that a lot of these teams, when it comes down to the map of Breeze, are going to be running the too small composition because in my eyes, having a Viper, yes, it's very crucial and it's very important, but a lot of the teams don't really understand that, hey, the Viper is not the primary smoker. Let's say what's going to happen on the defensive side? Yes, on the attacking side, you can just get away with one Viper being the primary controller, but what's going to happen on defense? For example, if the Viper is holding down B, who's going to smoke on A? There are no smokes, and everyone from the enemy team, if they are able to figure it out, can rush down into that A side, completely take over the entire side, and there is no smoke to stop them. Nothing to try and circumvent a lot of this pressure that could be going on down into one singular side. So having that double controller is just so crucial. So I'm really hoping to see maybe an Astra pickup, but at the same time, the Astra with the Viper is not as strong in my eyes for the map of Greece in particular. Primarily, maybe that Omen coming on through, having those smokes that can regenerate over long periods of time, can just completely change up the entire strategy when you consider the map. And now we're going to be heading on down to the agent select screen soon enough, as we are finally going to be getting into this matchup. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited for this. It's going to be Enigma versus the side of ROG Academy, and they have a lot to prove from both sides. And it feels as the ROG Academy, they could be going in for that spicy strategy that we always talk about. It could be a Viper, and it's going to be an Astra.
Honestly, and yes, a Viper can block out so much information, but I'm a huge fan of Astra, as I've said multiple times before. And I'm seeing Astra being played in so many tournaments right now. I remember a few of the other tournaments that I did when Astra just came out. Nobody was, willing to go in for that Astra select just because they were not sure what it was going to be coming into play. But once they understood how good an Astra play can be, everybody started going for it. As we can see, we're going to be seeing Trans playing that Astra. He's not going to be the duelist. He is going to be the controller. He's going to be the one who smokes sides off, and he's going to be the one who helps his teammates, the one who supports his teammates with a pillar on his back. And, these smokes are really crucial for entries and holds and everything. So Trans is going to be, filling in that role for the side of ROG Gaming. Easy, however, is going to be doing the same thing for the side of Enigma, and Ghost, as always, going to be going in for that Jet duelist, and we all love to see a good Jet playing gameplay, especially from the likes of Ghost, And Easy, we've seen how good he can be with an Astra. Godvex is going to be going in for a Sky pick, like you said. He's going to be changing his own meta just a little bit, as he's gotten probably a little tired of playing the Sova over and over again. Because I've seen him play a lot of Sova, and I love how he plays Sova. But at the same time, he's just going to be like, you know what? Let me just chill a little bit. Let me get my Sky gameplay out, and let me show how good I can be with flashes as good as I am with Recon Dart. So all in all, it's going to be really fun.
I'm really excited for this, primarily because it's been a really long time since we last seen what Sky can exactly do down on the map of Pine in particular. And to honestly say this, I'm really excited. There is no way that I cannot be excited whenever Vexy is playing Sky, because it's a completely different playstyle entirely. And I like these lineups coming on down from the side of Raya to completely bamboozle anyone that could be going on down towards that A side. The setups are clean, handling both the angle of Shower and also the angle of A short all at once. So you can already see that Raya on this Viper, it's going to be a thorn in the sides for the side for me.
Exactly. And we are going to be seeing Rio picking up that Sova. That's probably going to be God Vexy's nemesis for the entire map. But anyway, enough dilly-dallying, because we're going to be getting straight in the action as the attackers are going to be trying to get a little bit of B control. But however, Sage is going to be there to wall it all off. Just wait for them to push in. It is going to be the first pistol round, but they're playing really decisively. Clouda already getting the first information that he needs to get Hika off the bat. Hika just holding a bad angle. He doesn't see Clouda at all. Clouda is going to be really aggressive. He's going to be going in for that second kill, and does have to land that tap on Easy. Easy is going to be a little scared. He's going to be falling back, but no aggression has come in so far. Nobody's taking side. Nobody's daring to take side because they don't have the vision as of yet. However, Easy is going to go back. He's going to be like, hey, Jay, come on over onto Hookah. We're going to be taking it together. And at the same time, an aggression is going to be coming in from the side of Enigma Gaming. They're going to be going hard in his side, and Godrix is going to be popping off on the first round, getting 3 kills, but Hoax is going to be answering back with his paint shell and getting 1 kill. Grant's trying to get a kill, doesn't manage to do it. Godvex is going to be the first one to do it, getting the 4K onto his side. 1v2 situation already. The first round of the day, aggressive, and it is so intense.
This is just going in left, and this is just going in right. It feels as though there is nothing that the side of ROG did wrong. They had all of the advantages, they had all of the picks, but a couple of shots whipped out by Rio really that cost them a lot in that matchup. And with that, Batman, he's just going to be able to finish off Raya as well with a couple of well-placed shots from his end. And with that, it's already over. It's going to be the side of Enigma. Even though they were losing out initially, finally take it all the way down for their side once again. It's going to be 0-1 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. And Enigma, they pulled a round out of their hats when they should have no business winning out the round in particular. And it's going to be God Vexy starting it all off with a beautiful entry kill coming on down from him on that Sky.
Honestly, I don't even know what's up with Godvik's aim today. And most of the days, he's so good with his aim, along with all the sentinel action that he can bring in. And today he's going to be playing the initiator, that is Sky, to take out those flashes to blind his enemies so that they don't see where his gun is going to be coming in. He's going to be pointing it at the heads and making those kills. But off the bat, Ghost is going to get a beautiful kill on Hoax. But Badman is going to be the star of the show because he gets a beautiful pistol kill over there. And the defense is looking really, really weak right now. And as I'm saying that, Easy and Batman are just going to be finishing it off by taking Rhea and Rio out. Really confusing names, so Rhea and Rio. Not really sure. I'm just going to stick with whatever you're going to be saying. I'm going to say for Rhea. Yeah, exactly. But that is going to be the second round onto the board for Enigma Gaming, who's looking super strong right now. But they did mess up on the first round. But nonetheless, that was a pistol round. This is going to be their bonus. Marshall, Spectres, and all of those likes is what you're going to be seeing in the hands of Enigma Gaming. However, the defense is going to be going in for Vandals and Phantoms. So let's just see if they're going to be able to hold down the sights with those guns.
Now this is going to be the first Byron coming on through from the side of the defenders. And it seems as though Batman once again just is using that Ghost. He's feeling himself a little bit, maybe too much, but no, he's not up to use that Ghost. I saw it initially when he was just holding it, but for now, he is going to be picking up a Spectre. With that, Crowder once again playing it a little bit cheeky down from the sidelines, is going to be able to spot out Ghosts at the bare minimum. Also the fact that at the bare minimum of 2 members are holding on down from the angle of Shower, but they don't know about the third, and with the Trailblazer now going on through, this is just going to get even more harder. The shots are going to be going on in. The gravity wall has been pumped as well, and Ghost, he wants to go in aggressive. He knows for a fact that on the back end it's going to be Raya holding on down from the sidelines, but Batman with just a Ghost is going to be able to take it down long range. Hopes is going to be able to get a triple trap coming for a couple of shots, but that's just not going to be enough. It's going to be God Vexy and Ghost trying to hold down the forward. Cloud comes in down with the flank, but Ghost, he's gonna be a menace down from the sidelines, even with only 39 HP. We know how dangerous he can be and how deadly of a force that he is to try and hold down all these different sidelines. And Ghost slowly but surely making his way down towards the spike to try and pick it up. And all the members of the side of ROG understand that, hey, we cannot take Ghost lightly. He's one of those players that can easily take us down. We try and over-aggress onto him and try to go in for any form of an Eagle Peak. And now with only 30 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a 1 versus 2 situation with Ghost being in a massive disadvantage.
Yes, and he has no idea where the rest of the defenders are. He has a spike in his hands, and he has to go in for that plant as soon as possible. Trance was holding a really cheeky angle, hoping that Ghost was going to be coming in for a peek. But no, Ghost is going to be peeking at the wrong time and takes Cloud clean off. His head is just going to be decapitated, but Trance is going to be swinging, and that swing is not going to be a miss. He swings and he hits and he scores. That was a beautiful swing and hit coming from Trance. And honestly, if that is the sort of aim we're going to be seeing from Trance, it's going to be really fun to watch him. 1v2 situation, not a lot that Ghost could have done in that scenario, but he did try his best. He did pick up a gun and he did go in for that clutch, but he tried his best. He didn't have a lot of time to work around with it, and honestly, that paid out to his disadvantage, and he has to learn from that. And then again, this was just the third run on the boards for us, and we're just going to be seeing more excitement right now, as we are going to be seeing a little bit of an aggression coming from the side of Enigma Gaming, as they're going to be hard aggressing towards B side, but Cloud expects that. But all he has is an Odin and a will to kill, but that is not going to be working out for him as he gets taken out by Enigma Gaming, and Ika is going to be coming in, popping off aggressive as he takes Hoax clean out. 3v5 situation already. And a minute 17 seconds still left, a lot of time, but the kills are going to be coming in. Rhea is not going to be having it. He is going to be taking that Spectre down Showers to get a kill on Ghost, and he's going to be falling it back, which is the wise thing to do, because he doesn't want to give any more advantage to Enigma Gaming, because any player that goes down right now is going to be a really crucial blow for the side of ROG Academy, and they have to honestly hold down sites, which is what Rhea is going to be doing. But just solo, God Vexy is going to be trying to get a little bit of information with his wolf over there, but no, Rhea picks at the wrong time, and Badman is just popping off today. Just gets a clean kill on Rhea, bringing it down to a 2v4 situation, but we've seen his clutch meisters that worked before. We've seen how good they can be. It is going to be Rio and Trent. I'm sorry, that is going to be Rio and Trent. I got confused a little bit there, aggressive, but nonetheless, it is going to be Rio and Trent. Try to go in for that clutch.
This situation is just going to get a lot more harder because of the receiving end of a lot of hurt. It's going to be Batman. Beautiful headshot down on the one. It's going to be able to take down Trans very low levels of HP. The shots are going to be going on in. And Batman, what was that swing kill down on Rio? conventional beat was so clean. One bullet, that's all that he needed to just tap Rio into the next dimension. And honestly, I call this guy the boogeyman for a reason. He is just on an entirely different level compared to anyone else that he faces. When he's in that zone, when he is feeling himself when it comes down to his aim, he is just a driving force for the side of ENIGMA. We always consider players like ENIGMA, players like Ghost and Hika from the side of ENIGMA, but honestly, my MVP from the side of ENIGMA has to be Batman. He's like that pillar that holds the entire team up whenever they go down into a clutch situation or whenever they need someone to show up massively for themselves.
Honestly, he is a bad man indeed, and everybody is going to be scared of him, and you're not wrong to be calling him the boogeyman, but off the bat, Clouda is showing up. He is pulling up his slack, and he's going to be showing how good he's going to be with his aim, but Trance, no, that was a bad peek coming in from him, and that is going to be costing him his life as he falls down to the hands of the Raze over there. Batman does also go down, and that Starfire is going to be going out. Rhea is going to be going for the aggression, does manage to get a kill, but is going to be traded instantly out. 1v4 situation, and a minute left. So much time, so little to do, because everybody's just popping off and just getting kills left, right, and center. But at the same time, that was an economic round coming in from the side of ROG Academy. This is going to be a round that we're going to be seeing a buy on. So everybody is going to be going in for those Vandals and the Phantoms. We're going to be seeing an equal matchup in gunfire power. And honestly, let's just see what's going to be unfolding.
The main thing that I don't really like coming on down from the side of ROG Academy is the way of how telegraphed it feels that Clouda is playing. He's always holding on down from the angle of Hookah. He always is walling off the same singular angle. And yes, it can really work out, but considering the side of ENIGMA and how they constantly adapt to different strategies, Clouda playing in the same position over and over again is not going to give him any form of an advantage, and that's going to hurt massively all the members of the side of ROG, though this time around they're making a push down from the side of Long, but the hit is actually going to be going on down towards the A side instead. Rio, though, spots out God Vexing, is going to be able to take down that initiator, and now there are no flashes available for the side of the attackers, and that's just going to hurt a lot more, but instead it's going to be Hika coming on down from the sidelines, being able to make the difference for his own team once again, taking it down to a 3 versus 4 situation at the bare minimum. But at the same time, that's just not going to be enough, because Clouda, he's still alive, and he can easily just pick up one person with his own revive, taking him back down to a 5 versus 5 situation. Ghost getting tagged down just a little bit. He just gets spotted out by Rio. Beautiful wall banks coming on down from him. And with that, I think that ROG, they can easily take this round away. Clouda's going to be good for 1. Clouda's going to be good for 2. You know for a fact that when he has that Phantom in his hand, he's a dangerous force, especially when he's feeding himself that much.
And Rhea, being the last person left on the playing field there, is going to be going in for 1 exit frag, but that's all he is going to be. I'm sorry, he is going to be going in for that hunt. Yeah, Raya is going to be go in for that hunt, and he's going to be getting that kill, though. So that is going to be damaging their economy a lot. And RG Academy, they're looking really strong today, and that is exactly what I was expecting, because they've had a lot of time to practice. It is an academy after all. They've had their time to practice. They've had their time to talk with each other. They've had their time to understand how they all play, and that is really showing in their coordination and their communication. But anyway, I've talked enough. It is going to be the 7th run on the board coming into play. Ghost is going to be going in for an aggressive push along with his teammates over there in Hookah. And Clouda, aggressive, is going to be alone the Trance over there, and that's all he can do. There's only so much they can do, and they're going to be holding a really slow angle over there, a really safe angle over there, and that has to be coming into play as Ghost is going to be getting the kill on Trance, but Clouda is going to be popping off and takes it down, and that ultimate is not going to be coming to use, but Ghost is going to be popping off and gets 3k off the bat. 2v4 situation, already aggressive. I'm not really sure why these rounds are being so fast, because there's still a minute left. They have a lot of time to play around with, but they're not wasting any time. ENIGMA Gaming is in for the win, and they're in for the kill. They are going to be coming in and just showing up. They're not going to be stopping at all, and the bomb plant has gone down. The retake scenario is going to be coming in, and RG Academy has to be on their back burner. They have to put on their afterburners to understand where everybody is. Rio, however, has given out a lot of sound. The flash is going to be coming in, but he's going to be good for a kill, but he's going to be instantly traded out by God Vexy over there. 1v2 situation, not that bad of a situation. He could still put it off. Raya has to find out the people, but no, his aim is not feeling the best of. Has seen probably better days. His aim is not feeling that great today, and that is going to be showing as he's going to be traded out as a good backup is going to be coming in from the side of ENIGMA Gaming, putting the 5th round onto the board for their side. And honestly, RG Academy is looking super strong right now, aggressive, but they have to pull it back together.
Yeah, that's going to be rough coming on down from the side of ROG just a little bit, especially because Clouda kind of did like mess up that wall. So initially, this was like the go button for the side of ENIGMA, being like, hey, I'm just going to rush on down in. You don't have that wall anymore in your arsenal. And then you can just satchel in, dash in, I have my ultimate, and Hicka, he's not gonna miss his ult. A little bit of a Hicka ult, yes, but at the same time, not actually a Hicka ult. It's gonna be trades coming on down from the side of Ghost to bring it all back. And this time around, Clouda, he didn't mess up the wall, so that's gonna stop any form of an immediate push that could be coming on down through almost immediately. So they can try and take a lot more of these defensive positions. They can just be ready for a lot of these different engagements and then take it very slowly, to say the very least. And now, I'm really looking to see how the side of Enigma are going to be holding down the fort this time around. Because with their last initial strategy being much more rush-based, they cannot going for the same strat over again. Primarily because now they no longer have the ultimate from the side of Hicka, but still they're going to be opting to go for it. The executions have gone on through, and both of the duelists are in perfect synchronization. But look at the positions coming on down from the side of ROG. They're ready for it, and they're just waiting. They want to take this down to a 5 versus 5 retake scenario, and that's exactly what they want to do. They have all of the elements in their arsenal, and as soon as the go button starts hitting with the Cosmic Divide going on through, this is going to be a round going in the favor of the side of ROG if they play their cards right. But at the same time, this Cosmic Divide is just not as pretty as it should be, and this could just go horribly wrong, but Cloud was going to be alive. He's going to be the first one to get that kill down on a Ghost, and with that, the shots are going to be going on in, and right on the left side is going to be Batman trying to hold down the fort. It's just not enough. What is happening on the map? Someone is going left, someone is going right. Hicka's going to be able to get a double kill for himself. He's looking for a couple of more as well. Spots out one more player, and Hicka is trying to survive. He's trying to make that difference for his own team. The shots are going to be going on in, but it's just not going to be enough. A lot of chaos down on the map of Fight towards that B side, ladies and gentlemen. I had no idea what was happening because of the two Cosmic Divides. There were no sounds whatsoever. The players were like literally running around like headless chickens trying to fight the ball.
Such an aggressive round coming in from the side of RG and Enigma over there. Enigma had a really nice entry. I love how that Jetta and that Raze just entered side beautifully in sync. That brothers in arms sort of moment over there is exactly what I love to see coming onto our shows over here. And at the same time, the RG Academy team did go in for a really good retake, but at the same time, they played their cards right. And Enigma Gaming were holding really good positions, playing around that Cosmic Divide. But unfortunately, RG Academy was just a little bit smarter, and they knew exactly where Enigma Gaming was going to be. And they popped up, and they just started popping heads left, right, and center. So why that was really chaotic, but let's see if that round is going to be showing up, and if it's going to be proving to us that this is exactly how RG Gaming is going to be playing. As we're going to be seeing off the bat, we're going to be seeing a little bit of aggression coming in from the side of RG Gaming, but not a lot for Enigma Gaming because they've understood that RG is really aggressive, and that is something to be feared. Rhea has gone in for a really good snake bite over there, and that is going to be making Ghost push back. He cannot afford to lose any health because no aggression has been coming out so far. However, Ghost has given away his information on showers, and that rotate has to come in from the side of Enigma Gaming. And as I'm saying that rotate is going to be coming in super slow, and only Clouda is going to be holding down B side. That rotate also has to be coming down for solo, which is going to be happening. Rio does come in. He has to get out any information that he can. So he's going to be putting in his recon dart to find out where everybody is. But he is going to be helped as much as he can be helped by that stage. Clouda is trying to find any head that he can through that smoke. He tries to spray it down. It was really close, but none of the shots connected. That retake has to be coming in. But at the same time, Rio is going to be popping off with the Hunter's Fury. He does manage to find one player. Does manage to get that kill on top of that. 4v5 situation already looking really good for RG Academy right now. All they have to do is plan the retake. And a beautiful wallbang spray coming in from Oaks over there. 3v5 situation and not a lot of time left for Enigma Gaming, and that plan has to come in. Clouda, however, has come in with that plan. Oh my god, that's transfer Clouda! What was that? What was that spray transfer crazy? He just locks on in spite of his gun being firing.
Yeah, this guy's just feeling himself way too much. And you can already see, he's dancing around. He's like, yeah, I just did that. Ghost, you better sit down. You can no longer come back onto this server. This is my server now, and I'm going to take over this entire map away from you. Beautiful shots coming on down from the side of Clouda, and this is why we call him to be one of the most dangerous aimers out there whenever he's feeling himself. This guy can bring down hell when he is in form. And exactly for the side of Enigma, things are just going to get a lot more harder moving on down the line as well if they are not able to try and shut down Cloud almost at the very beginning. And these executions are just becoming a little bit more telegraphed seemingly from the side of Enigma. You would expect them to be a little bit more different, play a lot more based upon alt point control, because having those trailblazers available just will make having those seekers available from the side of the sky is just going to change a lot more. When it comes down to these executions, they can play it a lot more slower, they can play it a lot more different. And it seems as the Batman, he wanted to go in for alert, but it feels the ROG, they've read into the strategies coming on down from the side of Batman, and they're able to take the bull by the horns and then literally throw it out of the window.
Like gaming is on a hard eco round right now. They don't really have a lot of money to play around with, and not a lot of gunpower either. So Ghost is gonna be playing with his Blade Storm over there. Let's just see if he's gonna be getting any kills this round. Hika was just clearing on B side. Note that there's not a lot of players that goes in for that rotator. Easy, however, off the bat is gonna get Raya. Ghost is gonna be popping out with his Blade Storm. 4v3 situation already looking really good for Enigma Gaming right now, and Clouda is looking tense. But even though because there's a gravity belt pulling him in, he's gonna be able to land that kill, but he's gonna be getting traded out instantly. Hoax is gonna be popping off, getting a kill, bringing it down to 1v2 situation. It is all down to Easy to clutch his round out for his team, but is he gonna be able to land that headshot? Unfortunately, no, as Hoax is gonna be good for a third kill as he manages to pop off and just kill the last player on the board, bringing it down to a 5-5 situation. RG Academy looking super strong right now, and I'm loving the coordination they're having. But at the same time, RG Academy and Enigma, right? They're really neck and neck because they're really similar in the skill levels because of how much experience both of the teams have had in previous tournaments and how much experience they've had as a team. RG Academy has really put in the effort, and you can see that it shows.
That's for sure. And primarily, you can already see why I say that the pickup from the side of Enigma to be on Bind is a little bit more questionable because this map is not based upon control. It's a lot more based upon execution. And when it comes down to execution, they're a team that can work, that are very strong, yes, but they can use a tiny little bit more work when it comes down to a lot of their execution heavy strategies. And you can already see this time around they've tried to go in for a little bit more map control, but understanding that, hey, the Viper is holding on down towards the side of A, things are just going to get a lot more difficult. And this is the type of control-based meta that we kind of expected from the side of RG to circumvent any form of aggressive play that could be coming on down from the side of Enigma. So this is really smart that they picked up the Viper to try and slow down a lot of these aggressive approaches that you can expect coming on down from the side of Enigma. This is just so beautiful and just so clean as well, but Hoaxy needs to be careful. He's instantly going to die on out because of the trickle swing coming on through. Hika's going to be good for a second as well. And with that lockdown, they're going to be able to take the entirety of the B side for themselves. And the plan's just going to be going on down soon enough as well, because none of the stallers were holding on down towards the B side. Clouda was also towards the A side. So basically no slowers whatsoever going on down through. Raya's going to be good for one, but Ghost already got that kill down onto Clouda. So things are already over seemingly going on down into the 2 versus 4 situation.
And it is down to a 2v4 situation aggressive, but we see miracles happening. It is all down to Raya and Rio to bring the round out. But as I'm saying that, Easy is going to be landing his shots, and he's going to be getting that kill on Raya. Rio, being the last player on the field, has to be playing it safe. He's just going to be falling back, trying to get a few exit frags if he can. But that flash is going to be coming in. That scares him away. He's going to be falling back, but Hika is not scared at all. He's going to be popping off. He's going to be trying to come in with that satchel play, try to get that kill in Rio, but no. He's just going to be denying him that kill. He's just going to be saying no. He's going to be like, no, I'm going to get that kill on you instead. Rio is going to try to go in for a second kill, but no, Batman is going to be shutting him down. Nice attempt by Rio over there, as he did manage to damage them a little bit by taking out Raze. But then again, he is going to be going down, and their economy is not looking that great, but they are still going to be good for one more buy. And this is a really crucial round of Graces, because if they manage to fail this one, they're going to lose their control. They're going to lose their pawns. They're not going to be able to flow into sight with as much firepower as they need. And if they lose this out, Enigma Gaming is going to have the upper hand, and it's going to set the ball rolling for them a little bit. They'll get a few more rounds, and they'll just build up on their confidence.
Now moving on down forward, things are just going to get a lot more difficult and a lot more interesting as well for the side of Enigma, because now this is their do or die. You now have the dogs against the wall, and how will they actually retaliate is a real question. Hoax is going to be holding a beautiful off angle. He's going to be good for one. Hika needs to push on down in. Hika had nowhere to run, and he needed to make that push happen for himself. There is not much that he can do, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's just going to be a double kill coming on down from the side of Hoax, and with that, they're able to take down 2 very important members away from the side of Enigma, and this could easily go down to a 6-6 if things just work out in their favor. Raya comes in with a beautiful toxic bite to make that defense happen for the side of Clouda. Ghost is going to be good for one, but that's pretty much it. Clouda with a white thing shuts down God Vexy, and now Ghost, he's stuck in an impossible 1 versus 4 situation, and now the real question is, will he be able to find it? Not really. Clouda's going to be the one to take one down with a white swing once again, and honestly, this guy and his white swings, he's just on another level entirely.
Honestly, really neck and neck gameplay coming in from both sides, because Enigma Gaming, I've seen how strong they can be on Vine, because like you said before, they're really good individual players. They know how to take control, and although this isn't a control-based map, that fraction of a second that you need to take a little bit of control over the map, hold it down, that is all you require to take control on Vine. And B side is really hard to take, but if you know how to use your executes properly and you manage to get hold of the site, All you have to do is play for good after plan positioning, and you can honestly take the rounds one after the other. And that is exactly what I know Enigma Gaming to do. But at the same time, ROG Academy is showing up. They're stepping right up. And they're going to be like, you know what? We're as good as Enigma Gaming, and we're going to be showing you how much practice we put into this entire game, with this entire map. And this is going to be our home map. We're going to be showing you just how proficient we are on the map of Vine. And that is exactly what we're being able to see on our screens over now. As we are going to be going in for the first round of the second half, Rio is going to be trying to get a little bit of information down A-sharp just to see where all of the players are located. But the defenders are going to be spread out really wide, just waiting for that push to come in, waiting for that initial information to tell them that, yes, that attack is going to be happening and you got to rotate, guys. We got to take this back. However, Batman is going to be walled off by Sage over there. Cloud, however, doesn't have a chance. He's going to be trying to hop away from Batman, but no. Batman is going to be getting that kill, but Trance is going to be good for a 2K, just helping his team out with those frags over there. That side take has come in. They have the control, but the retake has to come in right now. They have to pop heads, but that beautiful crossfire coming in from ROG Academy over there is only paying off, but Hogs with beautiful positioning gets Hiccup, and the last kill is going to be coming in from the side of Raya, putting the 7th round onto the board for ROG Academy. And like I said before, I've said a lot of times that this is slightly a defender-sided map, but depending upon how many utilities you use, it can just very quickly turn to an attacker-sided map, depending upon whether you have Lamps control, or you have Hookah control, or Long control and A-side. It can very, very quickly turn into an attacker-sided map. That is exactly what ROG Academy is showing us.
And with the level of utility that they do have because of the Viper, because of the Sage,
Yes.
they can easily take down multiple different angles for themselves. And there's nothing that the side of Enigma can do unless they have the guns and unless they try and take initiative and be aggressive on their own. Because you do need to consider something, that the side of ROG, they have a composition that is built down for defense and also for postplans. And the only way to stop them from even using their postplan strategies is to stop them from even getting down into the side. If you're able to do that, they're at their weakest when they're not in the side. And they cannot even get into the side forcefully if you try and take a lot of the initiative and try to force yourselves onto them. And I'm really hoping that the side of Enigma start doing that to try and bring them that advantage once more. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, things are just going to be moving on down forward with Raya holding it down from the back end. Hopes is going to be able to get the first initial kill down onto Godvex. He was a little bit too aggressive coming on down onto the angle of focus, so he's going to be paying the price for it. But now moving on down forward, things are just going to get a lot more simpler because look at Ghost. He's going to be ready for it. He's going to be making his push happen, and he's going to be able to find out Cloud. A beautiful shot coming on down from him. Getting away a little murder. Will he be able to find a second one? Yes, he is. Ghost. He's probably going to be the distance maker. And a possible clutch shot coming on down from the back end. He's not going to be having enough bullets. He's going to be going in for a couple of shots. He's going to be able to take down Trance. One dog going to be able to get his ace. But Hiccup comes in as the clutch minister to finish it all off. Well played from the side of Ghost to get away with literal murder. Kill 4 people. And then take down Hoax as well with Hiccup on his side. Beautifully done. And a beautiful trip here on going on through for the side of Enigma, ladies and gentlemen.
Honestly, that was so beautifully played by Ghost over there because he knew the information that he had was so crucial to him that he knew where everybody was going to be, and he just capitalized on that. He knew where everybody was going to be, and he just kept pushing, just kept killing. And like you said, he just got away with murder, just got away with homicide. And at the same time, there was a little bit of lack of communication coming from the side of RG Academy because he was spotted out on the defender spawn side, on the back side of A. But that information wasn't relayed to the rest of the teammates, and that gave Ghost the opportunity to push through Lamps, and that call wasn't given out. That is what managed him, gave him the ability to backstab that's over there and honestly take the run for himself. A little bit of lack of communication coming in only on that round, but overall RG Academy is looking really strong. But at the same time, Enigma Gaming, with their experience, is going to be showing us what exactly can do in the game of Valorant, and God Vexy is going to be showing us exactly that as he pops off and takes Cloud and Rio clean off. However, they are going to be on equal round. There's not much that they can do against a team like Enigma with a full buy round coming in. However, Francis is going to be a little sneaky. He's going to be trying to push up long there, trying to get a little bit of a tap game going on, but Batman is going to be denying him that pleasure. He's going to be taking right out. 2v4 situation already, and not a lot that RG Academy can do, and that frag grenade is going to be coming from Hiccup. Take care of Raya, and he's just going to be following that up. The Spectre is going to be like, you know what, I'm going to spray you down, I'm going to shut you right off, putting the 8th round, putting the 8th round on the board for the side of Enigma Gaming, who's looking super strong right now. But at the same time, RG Academy is giving them a run for their money, aggressive. They're giving them a fight of their lives, and honestly, it's so fun to watch these two insane teams go up against each other.
It's a constant back and forth, no matter what. The fact that ROG is giving so much respect towards the side of Enigma as well. Just goes to show that both of these teams, they know for a fact that they're evenly matched when it comes down to this map in particular. They have the skills, they have the potencies, but at the same time, Ezzy a little bit too overzealous, wanted to go in for a swing, and that could just hurt, but look at Ghost. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. Maybe Enigma, they have no form of like respect for the side of ROG. Ghost making a push like that with the operator just walking on down in towards the angle of market. From the side of A short, what was that play?
I don't know, but Ghost is just like he's just having such a good day right now. He's coming with those cheeky flanks, and nobody's seeing him come through at all. But at the same time, we are going to be seeing a really spread positioning from the attacker that there. No aggression is going to be coming in so far. What do you think is going to be happening? Where do you think they're going to be going this round?
Pretty sure that this is just gonna get a little bit more harder because all the members on the side of ROG, they're wanting to make that push down towards that A side, but Raya, he fell asleep just a tiny little bit, and it's gonna be Enigma instead, being able to capitalize on it and take the first initial pick off. And actually, Hika gets another kill down on the Hulk, who was holding on down from the right-hand side corner. The shots are going to be going on in, but Rio, a beautiful jiggle peek coming on down from him. He's going to be able to get a beautiful headshot down on the one, but now it's just going to be Goats versus the entire world. And Hika down with his buddy from the sidelines. Goats going in for a couple of shots, not going to be able to find him much, though. And Rio, he's going to be running on down forward, but Goats, he's not going to miss the second shot. He misses one, yes, he misses 2 times, yes, but he's not going to miss on the third. It's going to be Goats coming in clutch at the very end of it all. Some people will take down Rio, get his revenge for the dig that he did put on him. And with that, that's going to be 7-9 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen. And another eco round coming on down through from the side of ROG. And honestly speaking, ROG, they need to step up immediately. Otherwise, with its double digits going on through for the side of Enigma, things could just get a lot more difficult if they're not able to shift the momentum to their side.
True. But at the same time, what I want to say is Ghost, he's just on a different drug today because he's honestly, you've seen him being amazing with the operator, but today is none other than Ghost just popping off. But at the same time, RG Academy is looking super proficient right now. But as I'm saying, Ghost is going to be showing us what he can do with an operator. But he does miss the second. Really unfortunate over there, but he's not going to be missing a third. Like you said, he is going to be going in for that peek. He's going to be waiting for somebody to pop off. He's going to be waiting for somebody to just peek from that angle, but nobody's going to be giving him that pleasure. As Trance is going to be making the wise choice. He's just going to be falling back and not going to be giving off any more heads today. 4v5 situation already and a minute left on the clock. They have a lot of time to play around with, and they have to go in for that rotate. And it is going to be coming around as they are going to be flowing in towards the side of A. But Easy is going to be waiting for that. They are in a hard eco round, and they can't really do much. And Easy is going to be blocking off vision from the side of RG Academy, and they can't really do much. And Badman is going to be capitalizing on the other rotate coming in. He's going to be taking right out. The flow is going to be coming in from into Hookah, as RG Academy is trying to take any and all control they can take of Hookah, but no, Enigma Gaming is going to be denying all of that. And that top is going to be coming in from the side of our RG Academy, but it doesn't really matter because they don't really have the control over the site yet, and it goes is going to be denying exactly that with that operator. It's going to be spraying them down. Hiccup playing a really aggressive angle. It's going to be getting that kill on Rio, and it's going to be good for It's going to be good for a second as Godvixie is going to be coming in and just helping his buddy out and taking Trance right out. 10th round onto the board for Enigma Gaming, and like you said, that double-digit play has come in. That is going to be giving them that confidence to keep going. They're just going to be rolling down a mountain like an avalanche right now. But at the same time, RG Academy has to be stepping up, but really neck and neck right now. At the same time, I want to point out that Raya is being a little too aggressive and he's not checking the correct angle. So he has to understand that. He has to capitalize on that a little bit and just like correct that. And then we're good to go. Enigma is going to be on their back burner.
This is why I always say that this is such a hard setup to do, especially when you consider the composition that you have in your arsenal. That's just gonna hurt even more because now there is no Raya on the side of ROG Academy, and not having that controller in your arsenal just gonna get things a lot more difficult. But at the same time, Mega, he has a secret weapon in his backpack and he's not gonna be afraid to pull it on out. Just gonna be the showstopper coming on down from the race soon enough if things do not go in their favor. But at the same time, Ghost's position is gonna be fine. He's going in for a couple of shots for himself as well, but immediately the peak could just come on down from the side of folks and things could go horribly wrong on their end. But because of that cosmic divide, it's gonna cause so much commotion, and Hika's gonna be the one to take that first initial pick off the wall. Does go up from the side of Cloud. It's gonna be a 4 versus 5 situation on the map, and Ghost can easily just jump down and maybe do something about it. He had those knives, but he does not have to use it. He just wants to play it slow. He just wants to play it smart, understanding that hey, if he just holds on top, maybe he can spot out one of the players holding on down from the back end, but he's not gonna be able to do out much just yet. Pulls out that chair to try and maybe spot out one player at the bare minimum, but the initiative needs to be coming on down from the side of ENIGMA, because if they stand here for too long, things will just go horribly wrong. The shots are going to be going on in. Ghost jumps on in, not with his dice, but with the Sheriff. That's going to hurt. It's going to be Ryan with a double kill. Clouda was going to be good for a start. Higa's going to be good for one. Higa's going to be good for two. Now looking for the last. It's going to be Cold holding on down from the sideline, but he cannot run away from the side of God. Vexy, ladies and gentlemen, coming on down with a swing for himself at the 11th round on the board for the side of ENIGMA. Beautifully done when it comes down to the side of the defenders to take it all away. A little bit of a rough start doesn't hurt, because Hika, he's got your back at the very end of it.
What a round coming on in from the side of ENIGMA Gaming, but at the same time, that was a beautiful ultimate coming in from Viper over there. He did pull out that Viper's Pit, but they just played around that Viper's Pit a little unprofessionally, and they have to capitalize on that, because Raya did pull it out at the right time. But the problem is they did not expect a cheeky little Ghost standing on top of the mountain over there, just seeing the clouds underneath him. You know, when you go onto a hill, you're just like seeing the clouds beneath you. Ghost was having a cheeky angle. He was just waiting for the first chance that he could get to hop in with that Ghost and just pop heads. He did miss it, but that information was very, very crucial for ENIGMA Gaming, and they just capitalized on that. They took the round away for themselves. That is going to be the 11th round on the board, and off the bat, we're going to see a bloodbath as Hika is going to be getting glanced, and we are going to be good for a second. But what a fast round as ENIGMA Gaming just pops off, and in spite of a bye round coming in, there's just going to be destroying ROG Academy and their confidence on this round, putting the 12th round onto the board for the side of ENIGMA Gaming, and the match point is going to be coming into play. Honestly, not a lot that ROG Academy can do right now, but they have to step it up. They have to flow in properly. They have to go in with their teammates. They have to go in and take side properly along with their teammates. They're not holding the right angles. They're double peeking at the wrong time. They're playing a bit too split. They're playing a little too spread apart, and ENIGMA Gaming is just going to be capitalizing on that. We know the experience that they have, and they're just going to pop it off. Such a fast and clean round coming in from ENIGMA Gaming.
That was a little bit questionable, to say the very least, on that last round in particular, because you had expected them to go in for a different type of execution, but at the same time, they went in for the same strategy, and that's what's gonna hurt them a lot, moving them down forward. But God, Vexy with a beautiful tap down on the Clouda. Even though that tap should not have happened, the Honda 3 has been used from the side of Rio to get that first initial pickup, but Batman, he's not gonna be giving anything away, using the Nanostorm for one and using his bullet for the second. It's just all over. Ghost comes in with an operator shot, and Nancy from the sidelines from the angle of Hookah to shut down Rio, who was using the Hunter's Fury.
Easy's gonna go back. He's gonna be like, hey Jay, come on over onto Hookah. We're going to be taking it together. And at the same time, an aggression is going to be coming in from the side of ENIGMA Gaming. They're going to be going hard in his side, and Godrix is going to be popping off on the first round, getting 3 kills, but Hoax is going to be answering back with his paint show and getting 1 kill. Glance trying to get a kill. Excitement right now, as we are going to be seeing a little bit of an aggression coming from the side of ENIGMA Gaming, as they're going to be hard aggressing towards B side, but Cloud expects that. But all he has is an Odin and a will to kill, but that is not going to be working out for him as he gets taken out by ENIGMA Gaming, and Hika is going to be coming in, popping on. But nonetheless, it is popping off today. That beautiful win for that clutch. Can we just talk about that for a second?
This situation is just going to get a lot more harder because of the receiving end of a lot of hurt. It's going to be Batman, beautiful headshot down on one. It's going to be able to take down Trans, very low level of HP. The shots are going to be going on in, and Batman, what was that swing kill from Rio? Oh, because Clouda, he's still alive, and he can easily just pick up one person with his own dream by being back down to a 5 versus 5 situation. Both getting back down just a little bit. He just gets put out by Rio. Beautiful wall backs coming on down from him. And with that, I think that ROG, they can easily take this round away. Clouda's gonna be good for 1. Clouda's gonna be good for 2. You know for a fact that he's gonna be the first one to get that kill down on the Ghost. And with that, the shots are gonna be going on in. And right on the left side is gonna be Batman trying to hold down the fort. It's just not enough. What is happening on the map? Someone is going left. Someone is going right. Hika's gonna be able to get a double kill for himself. He's looking for a couple more as well. Spots out one more player. Hika's trying to survive. He's trying to make that difference for his own team. The shots are gonna be going on in.
But off the Hunter's Fury, he does manage to find one player, does manage to get that kill on top of that. 4v5 situation already looking really good for ROG Academy right now. All they have to do is plan the retake, and a beautiful wallbang spray coming in from Hoax over there. 3v5 situation, and not a lot of time left for ENIGMA Gaming, and that plan has to come in. Clouda, however, has come in with that plan. Which is Maya. Osa is going to be popping out the Blade Storm. 4v3 situation already looking really good for ENIGMA Gaming right now, and Clouda is looking tense, but even though there's a gravity ball pulling him in, he's going to be able to land that kill, but he's going to be getting traded out instantly. Hoax is going to be popping off, getting a kill, bringing down. You see so much vision being blocked that it's sometimes very chaotic,
a lot more interesting as well for the side of ENIGMA. Because now, this is a do or die. You now have the dogs against the wall, and how will they actually retaliate is a real question. Hoax is going to be holding a beautiful off angle. He's going to be going for one. Hika needs to push on down in. This guy had nowhere to run, and he needed to make that push happen for himself.
Batman is going to be getting that kill, but Trans is going to be good
for the side of ROG. They had all the advantages. They were playing their cards properly. were able to execute down properly as well. But at the very end, those last 2 rounds, the fact that they ended off so quick basically means that they went for the same strategy over again, and they were just going in for a fast rush. They were not using their utility to flush out the multiple different corners that they could have flushed out, and instead they were just holding their W key to run on down inside of the site. That's not something that you would expect coming out from the side of ROG, and it felt as though they were very flustered and they just wanted this map to get over with. They didn't really put any lot of fight into it, but hopefully they're going to be able to brush off this defeat and come back down even stronger in map number 2. Because, ladies and gentlemen, you do need to remember this is still a best of 3. This was the home map for the side of ENIGMA, and the fact that they won out 7-13, not really a surprise because they were confident on it and they're going to be able to capitalize on it. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be all that we have for you right now as we do set up map number 2. But in the meantime, make sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, and also make sure to check out the links down in the description below where we have a lot of deals set up for you by our sponsors, so you can check it out and see what suits your fancy for your next big upgrade. But also remember to check out the QR code, which is going to be on the bottom right side of the screen, to get yourself a free Red Bull can when you scan that QR code. And with that, it's just going to be me and Point signing on off, and we'll be back with the real shortly with the WB Black, with the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WB Black and AMD Ryzen. We'll catch you. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen. As we are back once again, ladies and gentlemen, with map number 2 of this intense matchup. It's going to be Enigma going up against the side of ROG Academy. And in map number 1, it was a very dominant showing coming on down from the side of Enigma. But at the same time, it was very close as well, because you do need to remember something. As we were talking about this matchup right at the very beginning, it was a 6-7 scoreline going down to a 7-7 and 8-7. But at the very end of it all, it was just a complete turnaround coming on down from the side of Enigma. They took every single round consecutively, and that just changed the entire flow of that matchup. And now ROG Academy, their backs are against the wall. It's either go big or go home, because they need to win this year. Because if they're not able to win a single map, their tournament life is just going to be on the line, and they're going to be sent back down into Season 2, which is going to be going on live soon enough. So make sure to register down for the Season 2 qualifiers. The link's down in the description below. But moving on down forward, Quaint, ROG Academy, they need to go big here on the map of Ascent. Otherwise, things could just go horribly wrong for them.
Honestly, like I said before, the first map pick was going to be coming from the side of Enigma Gaming, so I felt like they'd done a lot of research in the map, and that's exactly what they showed. Because you know that Enigma Gaming is the kind of team that once you give the control to, once you give them the steering wheel, they're going to steer the hell out of it. And honestly, that's what we saw, because in the beginning it was really neck and neck. But once they found their groove, they just drove it back home. And honestly, RG Academy couldn't stand a chance against them, but they put up a good show. And Ascend is going to be a pick coming in from the side of RG Gaming, RG Academy, I'm sorry. And if they're going to be able to bring it all back, it's going to be a fun fight. But at the same time, Enigma Gaming is really, really strong on this map. I've seen them play this map before, and they take really good control, micro control even, although you can't take proper control of various sites because it's a really explosive map. But they still manage to take control properly. They manage to pull off the executes. But at the same time, I've talked a lot of the map. We're going to be talking about the character selection right now, as we are going to be seeing the usual Coast picking the usual Jet, because he is that aim god that we all know and love. On the same side, we're on the same matter. We're going to be seeing Jet coming up on the side Hoax aggressive. I'm not really sure what that is going to be translating to, because Hoax plays a little slower. But at the same time, we're going to be seeing a really genuinely spread out lineup. Godvexy going for that Sova again that I love to see him play on the map of Ascend. And we're going to be seeing us trans Wild Astra on trans and one on Easy. And we know how good they can play with those astral stars, and how they can, you know, just pump it up, just block away vision, and just take proper control of the site for their team and help their team all the way through. So all in all, really waiting for this to come up.
I can't really wait for this matchup. Honestly, in my eyes, we can expect a lot of good things coming out from both of these teams, primarily because I'm really excited to see what this side of Enigma are going to bring down to the table. Because we know for a fact how dangerous they are when it comes down to a lot of their different executions. And on the map of Ascend, which is based purely upon map control, because honestly, if you don't have control over down towards the side of mid or down towards the side of A-Shore, things can go horribly wrong for you. And as we're going to be heading on down into this matchup, things can get a lot more interesting as well, moving on down forward. But before we do get into that, make sure to keep your eye out for the QR code down below on the right side, because if you want to get addicted to Red Bull like Quaint, make sure to scan it and get yourself a Red Bull can. And now we're going to be heading on down into this matchup. It's going to be ROG versus Enigma. Map number 2, ladies and gentlemen. 10 seconds left on the clock, and we're going to be going on down forward into the map.
Okay, and off the bat, I am going to say that was really uncalled for, as I was drinking Red Bull exactly when he said that. But yeah, that doesn't mean I'm addicted. No. I'm not going to give in to that temptation. But finally, though, we're going to be seeing the first map of the day. First round of the map of Ascent come into play. And we're going to be seeing aggression coming over on the side of B, as VL Glyph is going to be going in for a little bit of a peek. Does manage to get Dink going on Enigma Gaming over there, but a good flash coming from Easy is going to be backing up his friend Phoenix over there, going to be trying to get a few frags out, but that none is going to be going out. One player down, but I am not really sure what kind of a chaotic gameplay is going to be coming out, but Hika's going to be popping off, gets 2 kills. Rio over here is going to be coming in with a flying hit. He does get that kill on Hika. Glyph is going to be getting a second on Godvexy. The Star Crackers are going to be down. 2v3 situation, not a miraculous gameplay to pull it off, but Toast is going to be shutting down Glyph off the bat, and it is going to be down to a 1v3 situation, and all up to Rio to clutch it out. But he does have the spike. All he has to do is flow into a particular site. But Ghost, oh my god, what a micro flick coming in from Ghost over there, and just taps that Zo out of existence. Rio had no idea that was coming up on him. He had no idea that angle was going to be held by Ghost, but he also had absolutely no idea that Ghost was going to land that insane flick shot.
Honestly speaking, Ghost's crosshair placement always seems to amaze me. That crosshair placement was on point. Rio just micro peeked the corner, pretty much didn't even kill it. And then he went in for a full swing, but as he was trying to go in for that full swing, he just got popped immediately. That's just gonna be a little bit of an insult to injury. But at the same time, these type of aggressive plays that are coming on down from the side of Enigma, that's kind of expected. Whenever you consider map control, you always think about Enigma. They're the best team whenever map control is considered, and that's exactly what they want. But at the same time, it feels as the ROG Academy, they want a little bit of their own map control. The flashes are going to be going in left, the flashes are going to be going in right. Understanding that the position is already prime, it's going to be Trans coming on down from silence, getting a first initial kill down to an over aggressive hit. That could just go horribly wrong if things are not careful, sorry. And with that, Ezzy is going to be able to take down one, but he gets tagged down to very low levels of HP. Batman coming on down from silence, takes down Clouda, and Ghostie's looking for one more, but Flip already has his phone number, calls him back up, but Ezzy calls up 3 more people, takes them all out as well. And the grounds are just starting here, honestly, and it's already over.
Honestly, and Enigma Gaming is looking so informed right now. And as I said before, Ascend is a really good map for Enigma Gaming because they know how to take proper control. They know exactly where their stars should go, how to get information from the various sites on Ascend. And honestly, Enigma Gaming, I say, would consider Ascend to be their home map. Honestly, I think they're really strong on Ascend, and that was a bad pick coming in from RG Gaming, because RG Academy, I'm sorry, I keep saying gaming for some reason, but they don't really understand how good Enigma Gaming is on the map of Ascend. And it is going to be all down to Glyph to clutch this round out. It is going to be possible, but then there again are going to be Spectres in the hands of Ezzy, Badman, and God Vex, and we know how good these aim gods are. So honestly, if Glyph makes even a singular mistake, he is going to be paying for it dearly. And there's going to be no peaks coming out from the side of Enigma Gaming, and Glyph is going to be going in for that spike, but how does he not expect that spike to be guarded? He just went in for that death. Honestly, he just went in for the death. He wanted the economy. He just went there. He just sacrificed himself, and that was such a... It was just like him just going into his death. He knew that they were going to be there. He was going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to bring my knife out. I'm not even going to put up a fight. Just take me down. And that is going to be the second round on the board for Enigma Gaming. And on a full buy round is going to be coming in from the side of ROG Academy. And let's just see if they're going to be making the full advantage, taking the full advantage off those guns and that extra firepower. Because the bonus round is going to be coming in from the side of Enigma Gaming. And if they're going to be popping off, ROG Academy has to be on their back burner.
Take flight.
Need to be careful moving it down forward as well. But at the same time, you know, what do I wish for? I wish that it was possible to jump off the map to try and deny the ult points that you could give down to your opponents. Because you do need to remember, ladies and gentlemen, that whenever you die out to your opponents, you give them that one extra ult charge, and those type ult charge, 1 extra points will cost so much moving on down the line, because now with the recent changes, a lot of the ults are a lot more expensive. So that one singular ult point makes a massive difference when someone gets it down onto an eco round. So having that, like, you know, having that option to just kill yourself off and jump off the map would be a little bit better, but at the same time, it's right. I don't think they're gonna add it, but you know, fingers crossed, Queen. We can ask for it. Oh no,
kill yourself. But off the bat, we're going to be seeing intense action coming from Batman. He's going to be holding a really aggressive angle and managing to get those kills that he needs for his team. Gets a first kill, but he's going to be traded instantly out. That ultimate is going to be coming in from the side of Glyph as he puts down that lockdown to set up for a beautiful execute on B side. He is going to be pushing in with his teammates right now, but Godvex is trying to get any and all information he can. He knows that they're going to be in B main, but he is just going to be clearing out his site just to see if they've taken it already. And that a take is going to be coming in. They're going to be going in for the execute. The bomb plant is going to be coming in with 20 seconds left on the clock. So they had a little bit of time, and they went in for a proper timing. Trans with a sneaky flank coming in from the back, from the mid over there, does take out Ezzy. He's going to be going in for a second, but no, he's not going to be good for a second, as the Spectres is going to be proving better. And Hika is going to be getting that kill, but Godvexy is going to be popping off left, right, and center. There are going to be kills, and Godvexy tries to go in for that second kill, but no, that gun is just going to be proving superior, and Glyph is going to be taking that kill on Godvexy, putting the first round onto the board for the side of RG Academy, and they're looking not bad at all, because those first 2 rounds are all over. They're really crucial. On the defense side, it's kind of expected. And I think Gaming, starting off with the defense, honestly, was kind of expected for them to win off the first round, then get the economy to put that ball into motion and just get the second round. And when that full buy round comes in from the side of RG Academy, they know what they have to do. And they honestly showed us what their game sense is and their aim prowess is. And Enigma Gaming, also really good. We're just going to have to see, wait and watch how it's going to be panning out.
main thing in my eyes is that yes, the side of Enigma opted to go in for a much more of a bonus round without anyone buying pretty much anything because they wanted to go in for those proper buys. But at the same time, a little bit questionable because when you consider a lot of the attacking prowess that the side of ROG have, you have that confidence in your own setup, but things could just get deadly if you're not careful. Ghost, though, actually gonna be able to get one kill, even though he got caught in such a sticky situation, so it's gonna be make things even one more time. But just as I say that, it's gonna be Hulk coming on down from the back and being able to take down Batman. The shots are gonna be going on in from the side of X. He misses out on a couple of headshots, but still, no harm, no foul. As he from the sideline gets another kill down onto one. Beautiful shot down onto another. And Vexy, he has his recon bolt once again in his hand. So this recon bolt's just gonna be much more important moving on down forward. No plans just yet. Rio getting tagged down to only 67 HP. All the members from the side of ROG are extremely sold. So now, with Ezzy popping that astral wall, things are just gonna get even.
And honestly, that bomb plant scenario has been coming into action, and they have to take that retake, and that is exactly what they're going to be doing. And Ezzy and Godvix are going to be popping up, just going off of each other's backs, getting the proper information, just trading that out into kills. A really simplistic and fluidic round coming in from Enigma Gaming over there as they went in for a proper retake. They managed to set it down. RG Academy, again, they're going to be finding themselves a little short of money over there. Not really sure what kind of a buy they're going to be going in for. They could go in for a Force, just buy a little bit of a Spectre. But no, Willip is going to be going in for that Vandal. Let's just see if that is going to be paying off for him. However, the rest of his teammates cannot be buying much, so he has to go in for that Eco. We're going to be seeing him play a Bulldog. If they manage to get this round onto their side, it is going to set the ball rolling for them too, Aggressive. All they're doing is they're taking they're doing good executes. They're taking good control, but they have to be a little more fluidic with whatever they're doing because they're not doing it together. Although they're having really good coordination, they have to just pick it up just a teeny tiny bit more because they're going in that flank every time and it's going to get a little predictable. As I said, Clouda is going to be going in for that flank, but that smoke is going to be stopping him from going any further. He just gives a lot of sound out. And what was that clip over there? Oh my god. Okay, so he goes for another shot dart to get any damage at all. That is going to be damaging to Clouda, but he's going to be healing by himself back up. Ghost is going to be capitalizing on that and gets one kill. But Enigma Gaming, they're just popping off. They're just going to be shutting down RG Academy. What is happening, Aggressive?
I kind of feel bad for Hoax right there. He tried to play Jet Roulette, and Jet Roulette is like, nope, you ain't getting anything out of me. You're not even gonna get a sickle dagger onto the body of a 23 HP Ghost, and Hika comes in, he runs out of bullets, and he's gonna be able to kill 2 people with his volley. What is happening here, Queen? Explain to me, please.
Honestly, this is the experience that I was talking about. Enigma Gaming just has so much experience in the entire tournament side and in the entire esports industry, and as a team, it just shows off in their gameplay. And it's just amazing to watch them unfurl that game sense, that game knowledge, that area, the awareness of where the people are, and just watch it unfold on our screens. And that is exactly what we're seeing round after round. 4-1 on the scoreboard with Enigma with 4 points on their side. They're looking super strong right now. And RG Academy has to be stepping up their game just a little bit. But Hika is going to be getting spotted off on A lobby over there off the bat. Not knowing what to do, is going to be falling back just a little bit. But at the same time, RG Academy is going to be going in for that push on A side. They don't have a lot of information, so they can't afford to be doing that push. However, it's going to be coming into sneaky plays, coming in with a little bit of a flank, a little bit of a backstab on A lobby. They're waiting for that rotate to come in. Off the bat, though, Batman is going to be getting the first kill on Trance. 4v5 situation at the player disadvantage is going to be coming down to the side of RG Academy. Ghost has given away his information as he has to take that turret out. They knew that flank was going to be coming in, so that turret had to be placed over there. However, no take has been coming out so far. 58 seconds of the clock. They have enough time to play around with, but Enigma Gaming has positioned themselves really well and are waiting for that flank. They expected it, and they're going to be capitalizing on it as Batman is going to be popping off and gets that kill in hopes, but it's going to be instantly traded out by Galip. 3v4 situation, really possible to be taken into their side. RG Academy could really take it back. They could go in for that execute. They could go in for that plan if they use their abilities properly. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing as Clouda is going to be flashing himself in and his teammates in to get in as much control as they can. But little does he know that Enigma Gaming is already expecting that, and they're holding corners, they're holding angles, they're waiting for him to push, and there's gonna be popping off as Ghost is gonna be popping off and getting 2 kills. He's gonna be trading out, but Ezzy is gonna be stepping up for his teammate over there. He's gonna be stepping up for his buddy, and he's gonna be landing the final kill. 5th round onto the board for the side of Enigma Gaming, and beautiful gameplay so far from Enigma. Beautiful pulls And the amount of execution that is coming in from Enigma Gaming aggressive, I don't even know what to say, because they're not pushing. They're not aggressive at all. They know where they're going to be coming. They're playing mind games with ROG Academy right now.
The level of map control that Enigma have, I always talk about this. Enigma on Ascent, they are just so dangerous that you cannot even try to get away from them. That's why this pickup coming on down from the side of ROG was the biggest question mark in my eyes. Playing a map which is the strongest when you consider what the side of Enigma can do is the biggest question mark. You can already see why. Ghost, he's not giving up a single tiny little bit of space. He's going in left, he's just going in right. He's just popping heads down towards the side of mid. He is not giving up a single bit of map control over this entire map. Trans comes in, finally shuts Ghost down, but gets straight up almost immediately. And yes, this was an eco round, Queen, but you need to get some form of value at the bare minimum on these eco rounds as well. Unless you're able to get a couple of kills or even the spike plan down with a couple of different strats that you could pull on through. In the long run, you're still losing out on this map because now you have no form of economic advantage. Even if you win out on this round in particular, your opponents are still going to be able to go in for proper full buys. You're just back to square one.
True, they are back to square one. And like I said before, Enigma Gaming is super strong on the map of Ascent. I consider this their home ground, their playground, if you will, because they know exactly how to play around this entire map and how to get information from the right places. Because look at that recon dart coming from God Bexy over there. He knows exactly how to position it. That is exactly what is giving them the advantage to stop ROG Academy from pushing into side and from taking control. But at the same time, we are going to be seeing that Cosmic Divide coming in from the attackers to take a little bit of control, to take that half control and just give out enough information for Hiccup. Hiccup expected that. He knew that plan was going to be coming in from there, and he does go in for Molly, and he does get that kill. Beautiful positioning of the hot hands from Hiccup over there. That is exactly what I love to see from the side of Enigma Gaming. Clouda does manage to get a kill on God Vexy, but 4v3 situation and not a lot of advantage on the side of ROG Academy. They have to get their game up. They have to get their game faces on. They have to do a little bit to push them away. And off the bat, Clouda is going to be getting Ezzy, but he doesn't expect that beautiful positioning from Hiccup over there. And the final kill is just going to be coming in from a confused Ghost, as he doesn't expect the final player to be standing right in front of his eyes on a main. Good attempt, a really good attempt with that Astral Cosmic Divide coming in, but aggressive. That is a really common as Cosmic Divide, because you know exactly where their plan is going to be coming in. Since that is a really common thing, you know exactly where you can plan. So honestly, it was really expected, and Phoenix just capitalized on that. He just put that hot hands there. He's like, you know what? Let's see how good you are on your feet with your feet burning.
That's just gonna get a lot more difficult moving down forward. The fact that he was just expecting it, and at the same time, I like the idea of the Cosmic Divide, but at the same time, it's just so telegraphed that going up against the Phoenix, you cannot go in for a play like that. That's gonna hurt even more. And with this already, Cloudy, he bobbed the running back, but he's not really gonna be able to get a lot of value out of it. Oh, Batman's gonna be good for one. Tag down one, down to very low levels of HP as well. And it's just a bloodbath going on down through. The attacker kill to ultimate does go on through, but it's not really gonna get a lot of value out of it at all whatsoever. Does take it down to a 3 versus 3 at the bare minimum, and they have the spike land in their favor to say the very least. But now, 3 angry members of the side of the defenders, they're gonna be coming on down in soon enough to try and take this round away in their favor once more. Cloud up very low levels of HP. He only has 100 to work with, and so does Hoax. Now the real question is, will Cloud be able to make that difference, get that first initial kill to try and bring the advantage in their favor, because France, he's still stuck in the long run. Find it, but instead it's just going to be Host coming in for an immediate trade with Clouda getting the first initial pickup. That's exactly what we expected. And now in this 2 versus 1 situation, Ghost has no way of trying to win this. There's not really a lot of times. It's going to be good for 1, but that's pretty much it. There's no way he can take a second. Just try and kill off 1 player at the bare minimum. Not going to be able to find those shots. Going in for a jiggle, but Hoax is going to be the one to take him down instead. And with that, that's going to be the second round on the board for the side of ROG, and the first round that they have gotten after a really long time. But at the same time, we do need to consider something. Enigma, they can just brush off this flaws, go down forward into the next.
Super aggressive. And honestly, ROG Academy is beginning to believe. They're understanding where they're going wrong. They're understanding that they're taking the sites too fast, they're taking it too quick, and they're not covering the sites properly enough. And that is what they've capitalized on. They've understood that they're like, you know what, we're going to be placing the smokes at the right position. We're going to be taking a proper entry with our teammates there, and we're going to be playing with our teammates together, holding proper angles. And I think with Gaming, not expecting that, they were honestly going to be trying to just take advantage of their teeny tiny lack of coordination and synergy, and that is going to be stepped up. That a synergy game is going to be stepped up by RG Academy right now, and Enigma Gaming was not expecting that. So they went in for individual frags, and that cost them dearly. And that made RG Academy manage to put the second round onto the board for themselves. But 7-2 still so far, Graces. So Enigma Gaming is looking super strong right now. So honestly, they've got the confidence factor on their side. So with that beautiful crossfire coming in from Hika and Ghost over there, it's not really an easy feat to take control of A side, because that is exactly what RG Academy is trying to do. With everybody clustered up on A short and one on A main, they have to take control as soon as possible. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to do it. A flank is going to be there on the B side, but Ezzy's going to be shutting down Rio off the bat, bringing down to a 4v5 situation. That one frag was really good enough to give them the advantage. Although they have side control right now, they have to just hold down the side. But Hoax is not going to be holding down side. He's going to be saying like, no, I am going to be pushing it and getting a kill. But Ghost is going to be getting the kill on Hoax instead. And Hika does manage to get a kill on Clouda. 2v5 situation and not looking good for RG Academy at all. Aggressive. But a fortunate kill is going to be coming from the side of Glyph, but it's going to be traded out instantly. We got Vexy, who's going to be watching Astra's back. Really good form by Enigma Gaming right now. And RG Academy has to understand where they're going wrong. Has to understand that they're not playing with proper angling, and that is honestly something that you have to change. Otherwise, they're going to start losing runs more and more.
This is just gonna get a lot more difficult moving down the line as well, because you do need to consider something, that the way a lot of these players are holding on down to a lot of these different angles and the way they're trying to go in for the execution, they have just a little bit of map control. They're not trying to sell any form of a fake. They're not trying to take mid control, and when they are having the mid control in their favor, they're not using it down to their advantage to try and push down from multiple different sidelines and force the side of Enigma down into a corner. And the fact that Enigma are able to just play all around the map and force the side of ROG to come into their own sidelines and the engagements that they do want in their favor, that's what's really working against them. It's not about pure raw aim battles that are going wrong, because we are seeing the side of ROG pull off incredible shots. It's about the strategy. It's about those setups that is happening down from the side of Enigma that's causing so many problems moving on down the line. And with this equal round now going on through, this is the 8th round on the board for the side of Enigma, ladies and gentlemen. The 11th round of this first half. Basically meaning that things are just going to get a lot more harder down the line unless they try and pull off a possible thrifty, because they need that 8 and 4 at the bare minimum before they go onto their own defensive side. Otherwise, this could be all but over for the side of ROG.
Ooh, and a lot of time has gone by, and they have 50 seconds on the clock, but no aggression has come in. But as I'm saying that, a short push is going to be coming from Clouda, but he's not going to be able to do anything. And Hoax just try to get a kill with that Blaze Arm, but no, he's just going to be shutting down the entire team of RG Academy. Being good for 3 kills. He's just going to be shutting down the entire team on his own, but Glyph is going to be landing a beautiful tap on God Vexy, but Rio, however, with the shock dart positioning is going to be getting a kill. Ghost does manage to get a kill and bring it down to 1v3 situation, but it's all up to Rio to get the final few frags. But he's not going to be able to do that. But Ghost is just a god on that operator over there. And like you said before, Aggressive, it is Enigma Gaming and their setups. It is honestly their coordination and the synergy, and the fact that they know that they can trust their teammates, and they know that they can just leave a site completely in the hands of God Vexy or in the hands of Hika, and that's all they have to do. They just have to leave it to their teammates and come into that rotates, just hold it off, wait for the correct timing, and they're all good to go.
Now it's just going to be a 9-2 scoreline moving on down forward. And now the real question is, will we be able to see a lot more of a difference coming on down from the side of RG now that this is their Byron? Because it's their do or die. They need to try and take this down to a 9-3 at the bare minimum. Otherwise, things are just going to get a lot more harder. And it seems as though they're going to find an empty B side for them right for the picking. And it seems the Cloud are not going to use the running back just yet. A couple of shots coming on down from the side of Ezzy, though, doing a tiny little bit of chip damage to say that at the bare minimum. And with that attacker kill lockdown being able to find that first initial pickup, it's going to be Hiccup biting the bullet coming on down from the side of Glyph. The shots are going to be raining on in, and God Vexy, he's going in for a couple of shots for himself as well. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, it's just gonna get even better. The shots are gonna be going on in. Ghost is gonna be able to get a double kill. Skids are just going to go with a 4K to end everything off. That flame storm, so crispy, so clean, and Ghost, he's like an eagle in the night. He's gonna swoop down and kill you, especially when you're not expecting.
Oh my god, that was a highlight reel clip for sure, Aggressive. I have no idea how Ghost popped off over there, but at the same time, we know how good he can be with those Blade Storm attacks. Because that was just crisp, clear aim, like just locking on a head and just deleting them off the server. I was really impressed with the first 2 kills. But then again, he had to just show me up and he had to go in for the 3rd and the 4th kills. Why, Ghost? Why do you have to do that? Why do you have to shut down RG Academy so hard? They're having a difficult time as is with a 10-2 on the scoreboard. Why do you have to just do that to them? Why do you do that, Ghost? But at the same time, beautiful aim game coming in from Ghost over there. And like I said, 10-2 on the scoreboard in the halftime is going to be coming in. The switch is going to be coming in. The confidence is not going to be on the side of RG Academy, and they have to do something to step it up. They have to do something to make the ball go rolling again. But Enigma Gaming already had that ball rolling in their favor, and it is going to be the first pistol round coming in with a little bit of aggression coming in down mid over there. They're just going to be taking control of mid, and they're going to be going in for an A take with their entire team pushing up short, clearing corners, putting up the flash at the right time. Godvix is just trying to understand where everybody is with that Aldro over there. Hika and his teammates are going to be pushing inside, but the RG Academy is going to be hard pushed up on A lobby. Just try to get a kill, just manage to get it, but they're going to be instantly traded out. Bloodbath is going to be coming in on the pistol round, and Hopes is just annoyed with his aim right now. He's trying so hard to get a kill, but no, none of those bullets land, and Izzy is going to be taking him out. 2v4 situation aggressive, and the bomb plan has gone down. Not a lot that they can do, but Rio is going to be popping up. He's going to be activating himself and gets a kill, but he's not going to be good for a second. But Glyph, however, is going to be just coming there for the backup, gets 2 kills and brings it down to 1v1. Oh my god, aggressive, such an intense round off the bat of the first half. What do you think is going to be happening?
This 1 versus 1 situation, pretty much anything can happen, but at the same time, this is known as the boogeyman. And this guy, like, honestly speaking, now you already know why. This is another example why I call him the boogeyman. You will never know where he is until he starts shooting you. Played around the generator completely, understands that, hey, if I'm not gonna peek that turret, he has no idea where I'm coming from. I can just chill, I can hold down from this angle, and Glyph, he's the one who made the mistake. He should have cleared out generators first before anything. And he was expecting Badman to be holding that left-hand side corner, and he was pretty sure that his turret was gonna catch him out almost immediately, but Badman played slow, played it smart. He heard the footsteps and just went on around him. He jiggled left, jiggled right, and slowly but surely pounced on top of him. He could have gone for a knife, but good sportsmanship coming on down from him. Understanding that, hey, I don't need to go in for a knife. I'll just go in for a normal kill and just end things off on a good note. 11-2 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's a do or die for the side of ROG Academy. It's either go big or go home, literally, for them. Because now, on this 11-2 scoreline, it feels as though Traps, he just got the collateral double kill down with that Sheriff.
Such a beautiful play coming in from both sides right now, but the control of A side is in the hands of aggressive, so there's not a lot that RG Academy can do, but at the same time, there's going to be waiting it out, but Cloud is going to be popping off at the no. Does get a kill, does try to go in for the second, but Ghost, being the aim god that he is going to be shutting him down. A flank is going to be coming from aim main over there, but is Batman going to be able to do anything? As he does manage to get trans, but he's going to be trading instantly out, and the last player is going to be going down to the hands of Glyph. That is going to be the third round, coming in from the defender side, coming in from the side of RG Academy, who is stepping up their game aggressive just a little bit. They're understanding where they're going wrong. They're beginning to believe, and they know how to take those retakes now. They understand where they're going wrong. And however, that is still going to be the third round on the board. It's still 11-3. It's still a steep slope they have to climb. They have to climb the Himalayas, because really, it's going to be super hard to look up at the top over there, which is going to be the 12th round on the board. If Enigma can manage that, once that comes into play, they're just going to have to look up top onto that mountain, onto that apex point, and they have to start climbing and grinding. It's going to be hard, but it is possible. They have to just maintain their confidence. They maintain their valor.
It's going to get a lot more difficult moving on down forward, because now they are gonna be able to try and make that level of difference, but if Batman goes for shots like that, things are just gonna get a lot more harder. But Rio with the wall bags, he's just gonna add some insult to injury, going in for a couple of shots for himself. Glyph, he needs to try and go in for a difference maker here, but instead it's gonna be Godvexy with one more, but Rio just spamming on through with that singularity Sheriff in his hands to get one more kill for the side of RG Academy. They're keeping their hopes and dreams alive, but at the same time, Hika gonna be the one to shut everyone down. Instead, it's gonna be Hopes coming on down for one more, and at the very end, Batman's like, where do I go? Do I go left? Do I go right? And Francis like, don't worry, I'll make the decision for you. You sit down at the side of B main, I'm gonna slap a couple of bullets into your face and into your body, send you back to spawn, and go on down under round number 16, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is where the side of ROG, they have their second win, and if they're able to carry the momentum down forward, they can easily come in for a comeback if the side of Enigma don't pull off something fast.
Honestly, aggressive, the heat is on. Like, it was already fired to begin with, because Enigma was not shutting down at all. They were just shutting them down instead. And I was loving their gameplay so far. But to add insult to injury, RG Academy is just going to be coming in with fuel. They're going to be adding fuel to the fire, and they're going to be popping off in themselves instead. A good Molly coming in from Cloud over there, good hot hands positioning over there to stop anybody from pushing it on A lobby, which is good. They're liking it really hard because they are trying to go in for an aggress on A lobby over there, and Cloud had to fall back. Hopes is good for a kill, but he's going to get traded instantly out by Badman, and he knows, Cloud knows that he has to fall back, because if he doesn't fall back, he's going to be taken out by the entirety of Enigma Gaming. He has to face down the gun barrels of the entirety of Enigma Gaming, and that lockdown is going to be coming in from Enigma Gaming, and they have to push into side at the same time right now. Otherwise, ROG Academy might stand a chance to shut them down. The Astral Stars are going to be coming into place, and the Nebula is going to be coming in to block up a division, but no, Rio is going to be good for 1 kill, but that's all he's going to be good for. One player is going to be detained, however, and that is not really looking good for them. If they go in for that hunt, they could get him, but no, that is going to be going out right now. Glyph is going to be alone on Heaven, trying to get a few kills, and Cloud could be taking it back. Oh my god, you don't do them like that. That is so mean. Hika gets a beautiful just jump up and kills him. Oh my god, I feel so bad for it. No, exactly. RG Academy must be so distraught right now. What? Hika's, I'm pretty sure he was like jumping up and like clearing corners. Like, is there somebody there? Just jumps up, sees him, and just locks on. My god,
hurt a lot. That's gonna hurt a lot. Wait.
Yeah, RG Academy though. They can't really do much at this point because their confidence has been crumbled by Enigma Gaming.
It's just gonna get a lot more harder now because Glyph, he had that kill. He could have tried to go in for a clutch for his team, but them not being able to find his feels of their confidence is in absolute tatters. And with that, Badman comes with 1 more kill down from the sidelines as well. The run it back has been used, not really able to get killed down on the other side to go in for a possible trade. Kingchick just started going wrong all over the place, but instead, Hoax, a beautiful, clean peek coming on down from him to shut down 1. But Godfix, he can easily just lurk on it, maybe get that 1 kill. He's gonna be able to find 1. Godfix is gonna be able to find 2, and the cavalry's already here, down from the side of main. And with that, easy kill down on the Cloud. Last member remaining is gonna be Trans, going on down onto an almost impossible 1 versus 4 situation. Hika's not gonna be giving anything away. Shots are gonna be going on in. The Fury has been popped as well. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's all over. It is gonna be the side of Enigma being able to take a 2-0 set down for themselves. And with that, it's gonna be a sad story for the side of ROG because now they're gonna be in the deep end, that's for sure.
Yep. Honestly, I was really hoping that RG Academy was going to be stepping up because they don't have a lot of points on their side. That is going to be hurting them really bad because they're still on the bottom over there. And if they are not going to be able to manage a few more wins at least, it's going to be looking really dire for them. So they're all depending upon what the matches are going to, what the upcoming matches are going to be looking like for RG Academy. But at the same time, congratulations to Enigma Gaming. I don't even need to say this, but then again, you guys are gods. You guys know exactly how to position yourselves and exactly how to retake those sides, execute those sides, and that shows. That experience shows. As you can see, the match highlights over here, aggressive. Honestly, just take it away. And Enigma just shot RG Academy down round after round.
Now, to try and break down a couple of the things that the side of Enigma did properly to go up against the side of ROG this well, was the fact that they had a lot more map control on map number 2. And I really did say this to you as well, initially when we were going on the map veto, that going on Ascent against the side of Enigma is something that you cannot do. Because if you are a team that are not really confident when it comes down to your map control, you're not really going to have a good fun time here. They're easily going to be the ones to go in for a lot of these engagements that you don't want to. You're going to get funneled down into multiple different sidelines. And especially when you saw the attacking side coming on down from the Enigma, they were just a completely different beast entirely. It felt as though they were just playing deathmatch, and they were just funneling all of the members down onto one singular point, one singular sideline every single time. And on the defensive side, they were just being aggressive over and over and over again, and there was nothing from the side of ROG to try and shut them down. I expected them to play a little bit more in the favor of map control, try and shut down a lot of these aggressive pushes that are coming on down from the side of Enigma, punish them to play a lot more defensive, because as soon as you take away the map control from the side of Enigma, that's when they're the weakest. That's when they're going to have the most hardest time to try and control you into multiple different engagements. And as you can already see, look at this defensive round that came on through down from them. It's just a lot of the things that could have gone right for the side of ROG just did not in these type of engagements. And with that, ROG, they're going to be on the back foot. It's going to be 2-0 win for the side of Enigma. They're going to be going on down to 8 points already, ladies and gentlemen. And honestly, they're going to be a really big driving force when it comes down to the round of 8.
True. Couldn't have said it better myself, but at the same time, aggressive. RG Academy, that team is an up and coming team, and they have a little bit of experience under their belts because Rio and Kalauda, they are OGs. They've been in the scene for a long time. They know their way around Valorant. They know their way around a lot of games. And honestly, I saw really good coordination coming in from their side. I saw a really good take, a really good execute coming in from side round for round. And they did really, really well on the map of Split. But I feel like that was more their, on the map of Bind. That was more their map than this was because Ascent, like I said before, Ascent is such a good map for Enigma Gaming because it doesn't even come down to anything at that point because Enigma Gaming, they know just how to extract that little bit of juicy information. Godvex is just so good at getting that information out with that Sova, and coupled up with that Astra to block off information, you don't really stand much of a chance against a team like Enigma Gaming. And that honestly went on to show on our screens over here as RG Academy struggled so hard to put up a few rounds onto the board. They did manage 3 rounds, but that's all they could do. Honestly, they should have just played it a little more defensive. They were a little too aggressive and they were a little too readable. Enigma Gaming really good at Ascent. They know exactly when those rotators are going to be coming in, and they go in for flanks at the right time, and they never get caught off guard because they're always on their feet, they're always on their toes, and they always have those abilities at hand. And they manage their economy also well, in spite of the recent update coming in spite of the meta changing. Enigma Gaming knows just what to do and how to manage their economy, and that really shows in their experience right now. RG Academy not that far off from being a really, really good team. They just have to put a little more practice in, which goes to show they are putting a lot of practice in. We can see that. It shows in their gameplay. They just had to put in a little more effort, and they're going to be a really, really great team. So no shade on RG Academy there. Really, really well played. But congratulations to Enigma Gaming on taking the win.
Yep. That is all that it is, ladies and gentlemen. Enigma take it down to a 2-0. A very quick set coming on down from them, but still, no harm, no foul. RG, they can just brush off this loss and try and come back even stronger because they can still take that number 5th and number 6th spot if they try hard enough. But at the same time, it's just going to be another matchup coming on down soon enough as well, because down at 7:30, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be TET going up against the side of True Rippers, and that's not something that you want to miss. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and make sure to hit the notification bell as well to make sure you are notified whenever we do go live. But also, when you're down there, make sure to check the links down in the description below to see what suits your fancy for a next big upgrade, because we have a lot of deals set up for you by our sponsors. And also remember to check that QR code that is going to be showing up one more time down here in the bottom right corner to make sure you get your can of Red Bull as well. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be me, Aggressive, with Wayne, signing on off for now, and we'll be back with you real soon with the TEC Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen. Have a good day.
Uh-uh.